So this weekend's upgrade pack with a 5x85 has been leaked, so let's go and give you guys some investment. So just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch for the cheapest trading guides out there for just £4, €4, all free with Amazon Prime. You'll receive daily trading and investing guides covering PlayStation, Xbox and PC with an array of methods covering all budgets. And I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million in multiple different FIFAs, and now for the last 4 years I've made 10 million coins in just the first month. So the upgrade pack that we're more likely than not going to be getting this Saturday has been leaked, and as a result of it being leaked, we're going to cover the investments we're going to go and make this evening. Now, it's not guaranteed to be the pack that comes this Saturday. It might be the Monday upgrade, might be the Tuesday upgrade, or even Wednesday upgrade. But most likely than not, it'll be the Saturday one. The reason for this is it's quite a common trend for the pack that comes out on the Saturday to be leaked on the Friday. It's just what's happened a few times. So the pack we believe we're going to get is going to be the 5x85, which does make sense because everything at the moment is just getting higher rated, and higher rated is becoming cheaper, which means they kind of need to step it up. Now, the most recent pack we've had, like the 5x85, was a 4x85. We haven't received this for, I think, about 3 weeks now. We've had 85 player picks, but there you go. 5x84. But what they're doing this weekend, I think after about almost a month or 2 months of just keep on releasing this pack, the 20x82 and the 10x83, they're now probably going to go and start releasing bigger and bigger packs. Why? Because we're only generally about 3-4 weeks away from Team of the Season. And as a result, being that far away from Team of the Season, they can start upping the ratings they give us. When we got during Team of the Year, consistency, there you go, consistency is key. So they just kept on requiring an 82 rated squad with 1 Team of the Week. Well, now obviously we've gone from 5 lots of 84s to 5 lots of 85s. They either could require higher sort of requirements, or what they could do is just say, well, again, players are higher rated this time of the year, which means there's a bigger pool of players, basically like what I was saying earlier. So there's 3 routes that EA can go down to make an SBC semi-expensive. Those 3 routes are multiple really cheap squads. So that'd be basically requiring like an 82 rated or an 84 rated squad and an 85 rated squad. Because even nowadays an 84 and 85 rated squad won't really come above 60k. The second requirement is requiring Team of the Weeks, and the third requirement is requiring a high-rated squad. When I say high-rated squad, it is basically like an 86-rated squad. There is actually a 4th requirement, which EA isn't doing regularly for upgrade packs, and that'd be like an 84-rated squad with 288s. But again, they don't seem to be going down that route. So let's go and cover the first route of those, which is if EA require multiple squads. If EA require multiple squads, your investments are going to be 83s and 84s, with the outside chance of being, I'd say 83s, 84s with the outside chance of being 85s. Now, 83s don't come into play very often. And the reason they don't come into play is this fodder only does well when loads of squads are required, because other than that, there's just so much 83 rated fodder around. And as a result, if 1 squad's needed, 11 83s being put into SBCs isn't enough to shift the overall supply. But when you're needing 22 or 33 players, a lot of which are 83s, that's when they start shifting. So 83s are a quote-unquote risk-free, but what I would say about 83s is the chance of them being needed is a bit lower. So 84s and 85s are very good because, again, an 84 and an 85 rated squad in total will still come to 60k, which is about the price they've, in the past been requiring for the 5x84. Now, we're not looking to buy this fodder until about 10 PM on the Friday, so the day you're watching this, because we've got lightning rounds, and then we've got people who've just saved packs from the Division Rivals, because obviously Division Rival rewards have been absolutely revamped, and they've, very big rewards, and as a result, a lot more fodder is being supplied. So 84s and 85s, if you want to go down the them requiring multiple squads route, is your best investment. And again, we're going to be buying these around about 10 PM on the Friday, all the way through to about Saturday morning / midday. So the second route we were talking about is requiring Team of the Weeks, and this is the route I think they'll go down. I think they'll go down a very similar route than the 5x84s. So again, that was just a Team of the Week squad and an 82 rated needed. I think Team of the Weeks again later tonight will just go down to about 22 to 24k. Right now they're about 25, so I don't think it's an unrealistic sort of expectation. And again, you'd be buying these around about 10 PM on Friday, all the way through to Saturday morning. If these aren't needed for the upgrade SBC, they will go down 1 or 2k, but then they should rise later in the week, being needed for like party bags, upgrade SBCs, and so on and so on. It's very rare for us to go a whole week without Team Weeks being needed, which is kind of what they were this week, but even then they were still needed once, which rose them from about 22 to 25k. So the next squads we're going to be talking about is EA requiring just kind of 1 semi-high rated squad. And that would basically be requiring your 86s. They could go 87, but I would see it being pretty steep, a 5x85 pack for about 120k. I do think that's quite steep. So I think 86s is a lot better. Another reason I don't like investing in 87s is EA's just adding so many more 87s into this game. I mean, just this week they added, I think it was like 7 brand new 87s from like just the discard foot birthday cards, which just increases the pool of 87s that are on the market. And then on top of that, they are re-releasing loads of 87 rated promo cards, which I'm sure they'll do again this week. So not a massive fan of 87s. They could require it as a squad, but I think it's unlikely. A lot more likely is 86s. 86s have done very well this week, so hopefully again they'll do quite well next week. This week we saw them getting as low as 6.5k and then as high as about 9.5k. So that is generally what a 72-hour hold, and the card went up about 50%. So not bad. But expect the same sort of thing this week. Maybe they only go down to... What do they go down to? Maybe they only go down to about 7.5k tonight. But the reality is I don't madly care what they are tonight. I don't think I'm going to be paying 8.5. I think I'd say 7.5 and below. But I just go and buy them wherever they're going for at 10 PM. Because 10 PM is just consistently... I don't know if we can see this from the Friday. Can we see the Friday? There we go. You can see on the Friday, dropping and dropping and dropping every hour. And then once we get to about 10 PM, you've kind of hit your bottom. 10 PM all the way through to about 2 PM on the Saturday. This is because this is people playing Weekend League. When people play Weekend League, they get the fodder packs. When people get the fodder packs, it just kind of stops the 86s rising. But then, of course, they can sometimes be needed on the Saturday, which is what we're gambling with the 5x85 pack. Also, with this 5x85 pack, because we believe it's going to come on the Saturday, we do believe it's going to be repeatable every 24 hours. And because this is kind of all fodder wrapped up, regarding selling the fodder, you're just going to hold on to it all until Wednesday. Now, if it rises after 6 PM on the Tuesday, you're going to sell it after 6 PM on Wednesday. If it doesn't rise after the 6 PM on the Tuesday, you're going to sell it before 6 PM on the Wednesday. Now, the reason for this is because we know that fodder this week went from, where's the Wednesday? We know it went from 9.3k, went all the way down there to 8k because of the new Division Rival Awards. People are going to be aware of fodder dropping on a Wednesday, which isn't normally the trend. Normally they'll go and peak on the Thursday. Can you see right here them peaking on the Thursday? Normally it'll peak on the Thursday and then go down with the Friday supply. Well, this week it peaked on the Wednesday and went down with the Thursday supply. And because people are going to be aware of this, it means that if fodder's not heavily demanded after 6 PM on the Wednesday, we're just going to see people start a panic sell, which means we're going to use Tuesday to foreshadow what's going to happen on the Wednesday. So if, again, fodder rises nicely on the Tuesday, it should rise nicely on the Wednesday. But, again, if it doesn't rise nicely on the Tuesday, then what we're going to do is we're just going to sell in the hype on the Wednesday and sell around about 5, half 5. And then, again, we'll repeat the exact same trend next week for next Friday. But that basically wraps it up. Again, so we're looking at buying 83s, but they have a lower chance of being needed. 84s, 85s, and 86s are kind of the hot point, along with Team of the Weeks. Diversify your investment, maybe buy 50 Team of the Weeks and then put the rest into 85s. Maybe I would want to put a portion into Team of the Weeks and a portion into gold fodder, because I do think there's a good chance of gold Team of the Weeks being needed, because it was the requirement for the 5x84 last week. But that's going to wrap it up. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.